All right, everyone. Today we're going on a magical journey into the world of nature. Our focus? Spider webs. Look at this grand old tree. See how it hosts a masterpiece? A spider's web, glistening in the sunlight.
How does a spider make such a beautiful web, Miss Layla?
Let me tell you about a little spider named Luli and her first weaving adventure. In a lush green forest, Luli was ready to weave her own web. Though unsure of where to start, she was determined to succeed. Spiders are like tiny engineers, using their small brains to plan their webs. Each thread is part of their grand design.
But why do spiders build these webs in the first place?
Webs are their clever traps for catching food. They're not just beautiful, they're essential for survival. Some spiders design circular webs, while others prefer free-form styles, adapting to their surroundings. Remember, like our little spiders, each of you can start with a simple idea and build a dream. Children, let me draw your attention to this magnificent tree. This, my dear students, is the work of a true artist. See how the spider has woven such an exquisite tapestry?
How does the spider make such a beautiful web, Miss Layla?
Let me tell you a tale about a little spider named Luli. Luli lived in a lush that will green show us forest the with her magic family behind these webs. She knew it was time to spin her own web, but she didn't know where to start. One quiet evening, under the gentle glow of the moon, Luli began her work, spinning her first thread with delicate precision. Using sticky threads, she crafted a strong frame to support her web. Like little engineers, spiders use their minds to plan each strand of their grand designs.
How do spiders make such beautiful webs, Miss Layla?
Ahmed, that's a wonderful question. Let me tell you a story about a little spider named Luli. Luli was just like you, curious and eager to learn. She lived in a lush forest and knew it was time to weave her own web, but she didn't know where to start. One quiet evening, under the gentle glow of the moon, Luli began her work. She spun her first thread with delicate precision, creating a strong frame just like little engineers do. Spiders use their minds to plan each strand of their grand designs, just like you use your imagination to create wonderful things. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there was a little spider named Luli. Now, Luli was just like any other spider, but she had never woven a web before.
Was she scared, Miss Layla?
A little bit, but Luli was determined. One quiet evening, under the light of the moon, she decided it was time to spin her very first web.
How did she do it?
Luli started with a single silk thread, carefully placing it between two branches. Slowly, she began to weave a circular pattern, each strand a step closer to her dream. As she spun, she learned to be patient, overcoming the challenges of wind and rain. Luli realized that just like her, everyone can build something beautiful from a small idea. And do you know why spiders build their webs? Why? Their webs are not just beautiful, they're smart traps for catching food. Every web is both a work of art and a tool for survival. Remember, just like Luli, you can all start with a single thought and weave it into something magnificent. Now let me tell you about a little spider named Luli. She lived in a lush, green forest with her family. It was time for her to weave her own web.
Did she know how to do it?
No, she didn't know where to start, but she was determined to succeed.
How did she begin?
One quiet evening, under the light of the moon, Luli took her first steps into the world of weaving.
What happened next?
She sat still, breathing in the cool night air, and began to spin her first thread. With careful precision, she used her tiny legs to form a circular frame. She was learning, just like you all do, with patience and determination. Every thread she spun was a part of her
did she
grand
make her own
plan,
web?
much like how you build your dreams, one step at a time. Luli created something beautiful. And remember, just like her, you can all start with a simple idea and weave it into something wonderful. Remember, just like Luli, you can all start with a single thought and weave it into something magnificent.
In the stillness of the night, under the moon's watchful eye, I began to spin my first thread. Look, she's starting! How does she know what to do? Each step felt uncertain, but I was determined to build something strong and beautiful. It's like magic! But it's real!
Watch how she uses her sticky threads to build a strong frame. It's her way of ensuring the web can hold whatever it catches.
I learned that with time and patience, even the smallest steps can lead to something extraordinary.
Remember, just like Luli, every small effort you make can lead to creating something truly remarkable. Spiders are like tiny engineers.
How are they like engineers, Miss Layla?
Well, they use their brains to plan out their webs, each strand a part of a bigger design.
That's so cool.
Every web is a masterpiece, crafted with patience and skill.
So they're artists too.
Exactly. They're both artists and architects, creating beautiful and functional homes.
I see one, up there in the tree.
But why do spiders build their webs in the first place?
That's a great question, Sarah. Now, let's see what other spider webs we can find around here. Go explore!
Look, I found one between these flowers.
And here's another, right in the corner of the wall.
I see a web here too. It's so well hidden. Wow, it's like they're everywhere once you start looking.
Remember, every web tells a story. Keep looking and see what tales you can uncover. You see, spider webs are like clever traps. They're built not only for beauty, but also for survival. Spiders use their webs to catch food, mainly insects.
Wow, so
It's
they
their way
really
of
are
hunting and staying
smart.
alive. Each web is a testament to their ingenuity and necessity, and just like any artist, they adapt their designs based on where they live. Some prefer round webs, while others choose free-form structures.
Look, there's a different one over there.
Nature has so many stories to tell, and webs are just one of them. Let me tell you more about Luli, the little spider. She was determined to weave her own web, even
How
though
did
she
she
didn't
do
know
it?
where to start. Luli took her time. She learned to be patient and persistent. She
Like
began
the
by
one we
spinning
saw on the
circular
tree?
threads, creating a strong foundation. Exactly. And after that, she started weaving
But
cross
what if it's
threads,
windy or
forming a
rainy?
perfect geometric pattern. Luli had to adapt to challenges like wind and rain. She learned to be resilient. Just like
That's
her, we can learn
amazing.
to adapt and
So she
overcome
just kept trying
obstacles.
and didn't give up.
Yes, Luli taught us that perseverance and adaptation are
Let's
key.
find more
Each
webs
strand
and
she
see how
spun
they're
was a
built.
lesson in patience and creativity. Let's go, young explorers. Nature has many more stories to share. Spider webs are a clever way for spiders to hunt and survive. They're like ingenious traps that
So
catch
it's not
insects
just
for
about
food.
making something pretty. It's about survival too?
Exactly. Each web is both a work of art and a tool for living.